Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Chantilly Racecourse in France here on Saturday. It is October the 1st, 2016. I'm going to look at the big races, the stakes races on today's program. Those are races 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Races 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Race 3 and 8 I'm not going to look at. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections. Remember to please join me tomorrow for the Prix Du Cadran. So let's get on to it. Starting off with race number 1 from Chantilly. It's the Group 2 Qatar Prix Chardonnay Stakes. Hopefully I said that right. My French is horrible. We have a field of 6 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1 mile and 7/8 on the turf course. Going for a purse of $216,000 for 3-year-olds only. Group 2 stakes here. And my top selection here will go to the 4-horse, a German-bred horse of Moonshiner. Going to go 4-1-2. 4-1-2 here in the trifecta, or the tricat. Number 4, Moonshiner. 5-2, Maxi Guyon is in the saddle. Last time out, Saint-Cloud on the 4th of September in the Group 3 Latus Stakes for $86,000. He won by a length. The same distance of ground today on a very nice turf course. It was a very easy victory in a field of 5 horses. Looking over the race, watching the replay, he was the horse to beat in my eyes. He wasn't the favorite, but he was 3-1. But it was a very nice run, I think, he had that day as a prep race coming into this one, because he didn't use the horse that much, Maxime. Start before came at Deauville, 1.5 miles in the Du Roy Stakes on August the 7th. He finished second by 3.5 lengths at 10-1. I personally think the distance was a little bit too short for this horse that day. The stayer's distance of 1 mile 7/8, just under 2 miles here. Should really be up this horse's alley. He's really likes the added distance. He liked it last time out. Hopefully we can make it 2 for 2 here with another win here today. So I'm going to use this horse as a top selection here. He's 9-3 lifetime. And almost all of his starts have come in money. He has one start that's come out of the money. So to recap my bets for race number 1 from Chantilly Racecourse, it's the Group 2 Qatar Prix Chardonnay Stakes. Going to go with the 4-horse Moonshiner. Going to put him into a trifecta. Going to go 4-1-2. 4-1-2 here in the first race from Chantilly. Let's get on to race number 2 from Chantilly, which is the Qatar Prix d'Oreilly Stakes. Pardon, my French is horrible. I cannot stress that enough. I actually failed French in high school twice, so just keep that in mind. We have a field of 6 horses running in this race, traveling the distance of ground of 1.5 miles on the turf course. Going for a purse $270,000 in this Group 2 for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 6 horses going to post. And I'm going to go to the 4-horse here. Number 4, the Juliet Rose at 3-1. Going to put this horse into a trifecta. Going to go 4-3-1. 4-3-1. Number 4, the Juliet Rose, 3-1 here in the American odds. Last time out, ran a Chantilly on the 11th of September in the Group 1 Vermeil. If this horse finished third by 1.25 lengths behind Left Hand, who I believe is running tomorrow in the Arc. I might be mistaken, but I believe he is running in the Arc. This horse just had a 3rd place finish against a very tough field of 6 horses. Coming back to this ground to a Group 2 today, I think this is the horse to beat in my eyes. The 1-horse Almelia is a very good Irish horse here coming in to run for Dermot Weld. But, this local horse, I think he should do well because he's faced so tougher last time out. Start before came at Deauville, August 14th in the Group 3 Menavir Stakes. Horse finished second by 1.5 lengths, going 1.5 miles on that turf course in the field of 9 horses. He just missed. Their 3rd place finisher, Satteville, will be running in this one also with the 2-horse. But I think this horse will run well. He's run over this turf course where he ran in the Prix de Diane at Chantilly back in June. He finished 14 in very deep running, and then he won a race over this course in the Prix du Royaumont Stakes back in June, going 1.5 miles. He won by 1.5 lengths, easy victory. I think this spot is a lot easier than that June win. And it's a lot easier spot than he ran last time also. 3-1, not the best odds, but I'll take it here. I'm trying to beat the 1-horse, who's the favorite here in the state. So to recap my bets for race number 2 from Chantilly, going to go with the 4-horse, the Juliet Rose, going to go 4-3-1. 4-3-1. Now we're going to skip over race number 3. Race number 3 is probably the most difficult race to look at on this program. If you can find a horse, congratulations. I really could not find a horse. But, to save time, I skipped over that race to head on to race number 4, which is, the bigger races on today's program. This 4th race is the Prix d'Oreilly Stakes. It's Group 2 stakes here, going for a purse of $216,000 here in race 4 for 3-year-olds and upwards. Going for a purse of $216,000. Can't mention that enough. We have a field of 9 horses traveling a mile and a quarter on the turf course here, 2,000 meters. And my top selection here will go to the 7 horse Zarak. Gonna go 7-3-5 in the trifecta or the tricat. 7-3-5, number 7 Zarak. 2-1 here. Christophe Soumillon is on this one. Last time out over this ground of Chantilly on September the 11th, 1 mile, 1,600 meters in the Qatar Prix Moulin Longchamp Stakes. This horse finished 4th by 2 1/4 lengths behind Vadamos, who ran very well that day. Nobody was catching Vadamos. This horse, it was a game 4th place finish at 3-1, but, the winner was just a class of his own. Start before came at Deauville, mile and a quarter, August 15th in the Group 2 Prix Hong Kong Jockey Club Stakes. Horse finished 2nd by a length behind Almanzaro, whatever you want to call that horse. Almanzaro, another good horse. This horse has been finishing against some very good French-bred horses here last few starts. He finished 2nd against a very tough field of horses. Then the Prix du Jockey Club back in June here, Chantilly, a mile and a quarter. This horse finished 2nd by 1.5 lengths behind Almanzaro. Again, Almanzaro just ran a hell of a race. He's not facing Vadamos or Almanzar today. I think this horse will run well. If you look at the horses, this horse has been getting beat by. He got beat by the Gurker, Almanzar, Vadamos. He's been right there with these Group 1 level horses. Coming to Group 2 here today, he should do well. Here at Chantilly, he had that 4th place finish last time out, that 2nd in the Prix du Jockey Club. But I think he should do well. His last win came in basic allowance race back at Maison Lafitte in the spring. But I think this horse should run well here today. So to recap my bets for race number 4 from Chantilly, it's the Prix de l'Air Stakes. Gonna go with the 7 horses Iraq. Gonna go 7-3-5. 7-3-5. So now let's get on to race number 5, and it's the big one on today's program from Chantilly on this Saturday afternoon. It is the Group 1 Qatar Prix Du Cadran Stakes. We have a field of 12 horses running the distance of ground, the stayer's distance of ground, of 2.5 miles on the turf course. Going for a purse of $324,500 for 4-year-olds and upwards. It's a Group 1 stakes here. Like I said, we have a field of 12 horses, and there's a horse I really like in this race, and that's the 1 horse, Varzibad. Well, hopefully that pronunciation is right. Gonna go 1-7-8 here in the trifecta. 1-7-8. Number 1, Varzibad. 4-5, Christophe Simeon. This horse is, a very good stayers kind of horse. Is 4-year-old gelding, so we might see this horse around for a long time since he's a gelding. But last time out, Chantilly, a mile 7/8 in the prep race for this race in the Prix des Gladiateurs Stakes. He won by nose. He just got up there closing up that day in the prep race. It was an easy victory. It's his horse's first start in about 2 months also. Start before came at Saint-Cloud, July 3rd. A mile and a half in the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud. He finished 7th by 2 1/4 lengths at 2-1. I personally think the distance was a little bit too short for this horse that day. He loves those mile and 7/8, 2-mile races. Next start out at Chantilly a few weeks ago, he proved that he really romped home just getting up there. You expect him, he was a little weary in the stretch, because he did have the layoff. He should be on his A game. I think he's going to be running a hell of a race today. And then his first start back from Dubai was at Saint-Cloud in the Prix Vassé-Vaguer. He won by 3/4 length at even money, and then he won the Dubai Gold Cup start before by nose in a very good fashion against the big boys on a world stage. He ran really well. I think this horse should do well. Looks hard to beat here early in this spot, 4-5. I'll be shocked if he gets beat, but he looks very good. He'll be my best bet of the day from Chantilly. So to recap my bets for race number 5, it's the Qatar Prix du Cadran Stakes. Gonna go with the 1 horse Varzibad. Gonna go 1-7-8, 1-7-8. So now let's get on to race number 6. Race 6 from Chantilly is the Qatar Prix Daniel Wildstein Stakes. Group 2 here, going for a purse of $216,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 7 horses traveling a mile here, 1,600 meters on the grass. And my top selection here will go to the 3 horse Tarif. I'm going to go 3-5-4. 3-5-4 in the trifecta. Number 3 Tarif, a United States bred horse out of Kitten's Joy. Kitten's Joy, who was a very good horse here in the States in that 1.25 mile and a half distance. He won the Turf Classic Invitational here in New York at Belmont Park in 2004. He just lost the Breeders' Cup turf at Lone Star Park behind Better Talk Now. He just lost the Arlington Million. I believe he might have won it in 2005, but he lost in 2004. But he was a very good turf horse, a very good sire. But this 3-horse Tarif out of Kin's Joy. Last time out, ran at Deauville August 15th, a mile and a quarter in the Prix Hong Kong Jockey Club. This horse finished fourth by 4 1/4 lengths behind Almazar Zarakwev in the other race. It was a very deep race, you know. It was good for them to try, but it just wasn't his day to win. He does better at this mile and 8 distance. A mile and a quarter, a little bit too far. Start before in the Daphne Stakes at Chantilly on June the 22nd on the turf, soft turf course. Horse won by 3/4 length at 4-1. He loved the course. He had a very nice driving victory. Hopefully he gets that course today with that ground. You know, he likes, like I said, his better distance I think is a mile or 1,600 meters. He won the Fountain Blue Stakes he finished second actually in the Fountain Blue Stakes, that Group 2 Stakes back in April here, at Chantilly. But I'm gonna go with this horse as a top selection. Should really run a good race, 5-1. So to recap my bets, race number 6 from Chantilly Racecourse, it's the Qatar Prix de Daniel Weinstein Stakes. Gonna go with the 3-horse Tarif. Gonna go 3-5-4. 3-5-4. So now let's get on to race number 7. It's gonna be the final race I'll be looking at in today's program from Chantilly. It's for the Arabian horses. It's the Group 1 Qatar Total Arabian Trophy de Jumeirah Stakes. Like I said, my French is horrible. We have a field of, let's see how many horses we have in this one. We have a field of 9 horses, and my top selection here will go to the 7-horse War Rood. I'm only going to do just a basic win wager here. Number 7, Warwood, 2-1. Last time out, he ran on August 19th, a mile and 1/8 in a basic allowance race for 21,000. This French-bred horse won by 1.5 lengths. He was 4-1. Field of 5. He was the horse to beat in the race, and nobody beat him. You know, he just had a very good run. You know, start before came at Toulouse April the 30th. It was a long layoff between races. He had a mile and a quarter in allowance race, $21,000. He finished 4th by length. You know, a mile and a quarter is a little bit, you know, that day I just don't know if he liked the course. It was his first start since February. First start on the grass this year, so maybe he just didn't like the course. I don't know. He liked it last time out. And then that start Poe came on February, came at Poe, mile and a quarter in the allowance race, 18,000. Horse won by 3 lengths, easy victory. I think this horse should run well. So to recap my bets for race number 7 from Chantilly Racecourse, I'm gonna go with the 7-horse War Rood. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections. And remember to please join me tomorrow here on YouTube for a full card selection from Chantilly and my preview for the Arc de Triomphe. Good luck, everybody.